Hi, welcome to Black Gumbo Southern Gardening. This is my dog, Phoebe, and my son, Sam. Phoebe just ran off after something. Gardening. This is a week 6 update. Things are really getting going, and I couldn't be more happy. After struggling with the last 6 weeks of getting our raised beds recovered from being weed bound, we finally got plants in the ground in 2 out of our 3 beds, and we've got a lot of container plants going and a lot of miscellaneous little projects that we are working on. I have over 50 plants in the ground now of tomatoes. Next year I'm going to do more varieties and probably the same number of plants because I really like tomatoes, but I want more varieties. I'm also growing some plants in the from old seed. I thought, since I did a demonstration of how to use Jiffy peat pellets and those seed starting kits the other day, that I might as well use those puffed up peat pellets. And so I had some old seed and I stuck it in there, and they're sprouting. And these are expired seed. I've got some black tomato varieties, some Russian ones, some black Romas. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I might not get a crop from them, but I'll stick them in a pot. I'll stick them in a 5-gallon bucket, and I'll tend them through the summer, and we'll see what happens. Well, I've planted my peppers as well. I've got 2 kinds of bell peppers.
These are the kinds of bell peppers that we are growing this year.
I have a emerald green giant, or an emerald giant, I think that's what it is. And this is supposed to be a very successful pepper. I also have a red one. It is supposed to be a very thick-walled and thick-fleshed pepper. And I chose these based on feedback by people who actually grow these peppers. I've never really had much success with bell peppers. I get a plant, and on my plant I get maybe 1 or 2 fruits, maybe 4 or 5 fruits, but they're small. I've just never really had success. I think it has to do with the varieties I was choosing. I was going for exotic bell pepper varieties. These are basic staples, kitchen staples. And I have a food blog, and I want to make food from my garden. And so I'm looking at these heirlooms that are actually producers, and I hope they do well this year. They're going to all my peppers this year will be in 5-gallon buckets, and I've got maybe 8 or 9 of them in the buckets now. I've also staked my tomatoes that are indeterminates, and these are the ones that need staking, and because they vine and they produce throughout the season. I don't buy expensive tomato cages because I can't afford them, quite frankly. And the ones that I've seen are also really shabby. Some of the welds are even popped up at the big box center when I was looking at them the other day. So I generally take these bamboo sticks. I got a big pile of them over here, and I buy a few each year, save them after each season. They last me 4 or 5 years. And I'll just make a teepee, a 3-tiered teepee with these, and I'll lash them together with a really bad lashing. I was an Eagle Scout. I should know how to lash things, but I don't. But I lash them together at the top, and as the plant grows, to support the weight of the fruit and the vining, I'll use jute twine or some kind of string. I've got some butcher string, and I'll support them that way. Hey, how's it going? Come over here. This is my little assistant, Samuel. Samuel is helping me with the garden this year. We bought blueberry bushes today, didn't we? We bought some blueberry bushes. How many?
2.
And we're going to grow blueberries because you like blueberries, right?
A lot.
We're going to put them in pots, and we're going to make a go of blueberries. Now, when you think of the Texas Gulf Coast, blueberries are usually not the first thing you think of. That's stuff from up in Canada. Little Bear likes blueberries, right? They grow up in the Northwest and in the North. But there are varieties that have been bred for our heat and our humidity, and we're going to try to grow some in pure peat, because that will give the pH and the acid level that we need in our pots to grow these blueberries down here. And hopefully they'll manage to make it through the summer. This is our Meyer lemon tree. It's been trained. I've been trying to train it to actually be a tree and not a shrub. I trimmed off a lot of freeze damage. There's a lot of damage on this tree this year. It was burned back in a freeze, and we got some blossoms coming in. It's a pretty hardy plant. These things are pretty hard to kill. This thing produced quite a bit of lemons for us this year, and we're hoping for the same come this fall. Here's some herbs I've added. we were picking up some blueberry bushes today, and I thought, well, let's just add some herbs. We like rosemary. I like to cook with parsley. And that little basil right there, all those little clusters of basils, my son gave those to us in seed form. And so, and then down here in this little rectangle, we're still waiting on that to come up. I don't think it's going to come up. Probably have to put something else in there, but you know, you win some, you lose some. So yeah, we got some herbs to add to. Got some herbs to add to the garden. Thanks for joining me for my update. Again, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Join us on my Facebook page and read my blog. I'd really appreciate that. Maybe we can help each other. Thanks. Bye-bye.